I did a Q&A a while ago for reasons that were stupid, and because I'm a raging narcissist and I have slightly more subscribers willing to ask me their very invasive questions when I ask you to, I thought I would do another one. So, without further ado, because I asked you to give me questions in March, let's answer them! Opinion of printer. I don't know what that means. I print anything I need to print at my local library. They have this free $5 credit for printing things, and with that, I printed this and printed some box art for games I didn't have art of. I don't know if that's what you wanted when you asked this, but whatever. Your opinion of TikTok. It can have some funny videos, but overall, I don't think its limits facilitate creativity or unique opportunities like Vine did, but more so just limits what you can already do on YouTube. I also think it encourages quick, low-quality, disposable content rather than thoughtful content that could be enjoyed over and over, which I personally prefer. Though, take my perspective with a whole helping of salt because most of my TikTok exposure is from YouTube. My thoughts on TikTok can also be applied to YouTube Shorts, by the way. Favorite YouTube channel that's not yours? Let me know. He makes epic documentary videos once a decade. Also, why would you think my favorite channel is my own? You got a favorite music genre? 60s style production music. Did you watch Thomas and how old are you? Yes, I did and still do watch Tomska. I've also watched Thomas the Tank Man when I was like 4. And I'm also 18. My birthday is on January 12th, so you can basically get my age by taking whatever year it is and subtracting it by 2005. Why do they call it oven when you in the cold food, out hot, eat the food, I don't fucking know, ask Vsauce. Favorite horror movie? I have seen a pitiful amount of horror movies, and most of the horror movies I've seen are the shitty ones, so I could see how bad they are. I really need to watch more of these. Anyway, I guess by default, it's Nope, because that's the highest rated one on my letterbox. What are your plans for the future of the channel? I would like to finish my EXE games project, cover more VHS tapes, upload more frequently, do more long-form videos, and hopefully not get worse as time goes on. With what big YouTubers would you do a collab with? After my first collab, I feel as though I'm kind of done with making them, at least as of now and on my channel. That was a great experience, but I don't really feel as though making a video with someone is something I want to do anymore after already doing it once before. However, if your definition of collab extends to doing cameo appearances or segments on other channels, I'm all for that. I don't really have anyone specifically I'd like to do that with. I guess the guideline is as long as I know who you are and also don't hate you. What do you think is the worst video you've ever done? All of them! No, but seriously, while I have put many of my old videos back up again in some form, whether it's publicly or unlisted, there are some I will never let see the light of day again. I think my worst video might be my Mickey Mouse in Vietnam video I did when I was 14. It was just the Gamer from Mars's video. I pretty much used his video as a base to build mine instead of just having things to say about it on my own. Fuck me. What's your favorite type of cake? Cookie dough ice cream cake from Dairy Queen. Is like $50. Will there be any more videos similar to the Suicide Mouse is a big dumb? I don't want to state the ideas I have because I might cancel them or lose interest before I have time to work on them, but I will say that I want to focus on more creepypastas with videos or general media that comes with them, or pastas with recreations for me to critique in a hopefully more understandable way than I did in my Suicide Mouse video. I also want to do a sequel for Suicide Mouse because people kept telling me about other videos that existed then and since that video came out, including one by someone named Vibing Leaf, which is worth noting because I've seen it recommended to me a billion times and I haven't watched it yet. I have no issue mentioning that idea because I'm currently working on it already. Also, to the question, what are your thoughts on the newer Suicide Mouse videos? I don't know yet. I haven't seen them. What was your reaction to getting onto one of Jack's Films videos? For the mustache one, I managed to get the link for the playlist during the stream and saw that my video was in there, and that literally gave me a physical feeling of excitement in my chest. I just had a big smile on my face the whole time. I thought I'd be cringing my face off, but to be honest, I still really liked the Jack's Films submission I did. One of the only things I wish I did different was to use the right form of check. As for the second time, I was watching that video at a bus stop and was significantly less excited, but was still like, whoa, holy shit, in my mind, because I was at a bus stop. Both times that happened, I told my family because I exposed them all to Jack's Films and they all watch his videos, including my parents. They were happy for me. My favorite part about that whole thing was seeing everyone slowly realize that each QR code was different.
Oh, apparently all the QR codes are different. Oh, never mind.
And that one of them led to this.
Grab me if you want. Nothing will unfuck the Thanksgiving turkey.
What's your favorite game of all time? I have two, Super Mario Galaxy 2 and Half-Life Alyx. I also mentioned this in my other Q&A, so in case you were wondering, No, my favorite games haven't changed since last time. What's your greatest fear? This one's a bit more serious. Will you ever do any more long reviews similar to the Zootopia one about any other movie? Maybe Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. To go in order, I have tons of long form reviews of games and movies I want to do and hope I can do before I die. Second of all, I would love for Puss in Boots: The Last Wish to be one of them because I fucking love that movie. But I have so many videos that I want to do, so don't expect it anytime soon, for the love of God. Got me curious since that poll. Do you or have you ever considered yourself a furry? Ah, fuck. Yeah, I made a poll to see how many of you are furries because I was curious. I also eventually, after seeing this question, did another poll to see how many of you thought I was a furry, and 1/4 of people who voted think I am, which doesn't surprise me, honestly. I've made a lot of jokes that are very incriminating. Anyway, I will answer this in a shitty cryptic way to annoy people. If your definition of furry is someone who dresses up in an anthro animal suit, I'm not a furry. What's a subject you've seen on YouTube covered to death but never done right? I.e., I don't really like how fans of Paper Mario 2 talk about it. I've never found a video essay I wanted about that game, a la an H-Bomber Guy existential nightmare. Fun fact, one of my inspirations is not H-Bomber Guy. I've only seen like 5 of his videos. My equivalent for long reviews would probably be a la Pyrocynical or YMS existential nightmare. Anyway, I wouldn't personally phrase it as done right. Not to say that you're wrong for using those words or whatever, but more so because my answer is more so topic that's been done to death, but not in the way I want to see it done, which is Five Nights at Freddy's. The answer to your question for me is Five Nights at Freddy's. There are so many Five Nights at Freddy's videos, but none done in a way in which I feel satisfied, which is like a long, exhaustive, entertaining review of the whole thing that's like 1 billion hours long. What's the inspiration / story behind your channel name? If you think it's a clever play on my real name and the word Kaizir, then you would be wrong because I didn't know that was a real word until long after I made my name. In reality, it was just a name I came up with when I was like 10. I also originally had kid at the end of it because I didn't think it was cringe when I was 10 for some reason, but I eventually dropped it. To be honest with you, I don't really like the name at all. I think it's stupid and shitty, but I don't really want to change it now because I've had it for so long and usernames don't really have to be good on the internet. Though my favorite YouTube channel, Lemino, did change his name from top 10 memes, so I guess I could still change my name if I wanted to. What was the most intense and or vivid dream you can recall? I remember a really short nightmare kind of thing where a porcelain doll head of a rubber-nosed Fleischer-esque looking cartoon character was rotating with jump cuts, and reddish black goo was bleeding out of its eyes with jump cuts as well, while shrill beeping noises came out of an unseen radio, and River Twig's bed-esque garbled noises were heard speaking. Yes, that is a real dream I had. A runner-up is a dream I had where I was playing roulette with Hank from Breaking Bad in the middle of a Walmart, and he was my uncle, but I wasn't the breakfast man. We were also playing roulette with dice for some reason. And then someone stole the USB stick I had, and I chased them out of the Walmart. Then I teleported to a more remote part of Walmart where I had my USB stick. The perpetrator was tied up, but I don't think it was by me. I think it was by Hank. And all I cared about was how Walmart was selling PS3 and Xbox 360 systems in bundles, as in a PS3 and Xbox 360 in one box. I acknowledged that was weird because it was 2023. And then I woke up. I don't take drugs. Did you ever wanted to speedrun? And if so, what game would you wanted to speedrun? I've played games fast before, but the only game I actually considered speedrunning for like a minute was New Super Mario Bros. Wii, just because that was my first Mario game and I have like a attachment to it. That interest died as soon as the Summoning Salt video came out and I saw how impossible that would be to do so. How do I breathe? Manually. E? I prefer the bite of 87. Who do you think would win in a fight, Tony Soprano or Big Boss? I find it flattering that you think I'd have an answer to that question. Do you think it's possible to actually unlock every character in the original Lego Star Wars game? I find it insulting that you think I would have an answer to that question. Have you played Deltarune, and if so, what do you think of it? I still haven't played Deltarune. I know it's free, but I'm spending my time on other stuff right now. What's your favorite book and video topic? I have not read many books, nor do I remember many of the ones I have read for like school or whatever. I did read The Road in school and I liked it, so I guess that one. I also liked the Scott Pilgrim series fine enough, I guess. As for the other question, my personal favorite video topic is VHS promos. That's why I'll keep doing them. Can you make a video on where you do play every single Saturday morning acapella video cover that Triforce Films has ever done, please? This is a weird question. I don't know why in a video I would just play all of his Saturday morning acapellas, which are the ones he does for TV show themes, by the way. And I don't think he'd like me re-uploading all of his content without using it in any kind of relevant way, but I did use an acapella of his as background music for this segment because I'm talking about his channel, so that's the closest you're getting. Has there ever been a creepypasta that scared you? At this point, looking back, I'm sure there have been over the years, but right now, no. I don't think I can get really scared by text-based pastas, though I can acknowledge that they're well done, if they're well done. Creepypastas with fake videos I actually happen to see get closer, especially if they contain tons of screaming and weird visuals. But I can't think of many examples that stick out in my mind that have genuinely scared me. Probably because even at a young age, my exposure to creepypastas has been through the filter of people talking about them and more often than not making fun of them. The first time I saw this Suicide Mouse video when I was younger, I was kind of freaked out, and the Max and Ruby 0004 images really got me the first time, which I find really weird looking at it critically because it's pretty much just a deep fried image. But other than that, I got nothing really. Thoughts on modern creepypastas? I don't think nowadays many people really give a shit about the whole writing a creepypasta and farting it out on the wiki thing, and pasta reading channels aren't super popular anymore. I think the modern day creepypastas are stuff like Petscop, Wario Apparition, Piracy Screens, and stuff like that. Those share some of the same spirit too. So in terms of high effort creepy horror projects and trends like that, I think modern creepypastas are cool, and I would love to get more into the ones I only have a basic normie understanding of. I mean, that's if you consider those modern creepypastas. In terms of traditional old school written ones, I think they're dead, which is kind of a shame. There are many good ones and ones I'm not confident calling good, but I still like. Or maybe they aren't dead and I've just lost interest because Mutahar stopped reading them and I have no desire to find any nowadays because I'm doing other stuff. How do you feel about gaining a bunch of new fans that watch your videos? It's kind of scary. It's cool that more people like my stuff now, but also I'm very worried that my videos are really bad and now a bunch more people are watching them. I mean, I've recently looked at a few of the ones I've made in the past couple of years and I can see the appeal other people would have in my own videos, I guess, but I can't say that I'm over the intense fear I have that one day the larger internet community as a whole will unearth my YouTube channel and see it in the same way the Nostalgia Critic or Mr. Enter is seen by the larger internet community, and no matter what I do, it's just gonna be seen as absolute like dog shit and no one will like me. So that's fun. Favorite waifu? I don't watch anime. I also don't have a waifu. The closest thing that would fit this definition for me is Pim from Smiling Friends. Why do yes? And with that question, I officially give up. That's also all the questions I have to answer. Thank you to all the people who asked questions. Hopefully the answers I gave were satisfying, and if they weren't, I'll make a 30-minute apology video where I constantly build up towards an apology but never actually do it, and then fill it with ads. I wrote this joke before someone made a ukulele apology video, so it was a bit funnier back then.